In the last session, we have seen about the how to protect against overspeeding abnormal condition in rotor. Now in today's class, we will be seeing about how to protect the loss of excitation as an abnormal condition and how you are going to protect the rotor from it. Now here let us take a generator whose input is going to be the mechanical energy and output is going to be the electrical energy. Let us consider that a generator is connected to the grid. So in that case what it is going to do, it is going to supply the complex power, that is it is going to be a constitute of real power and your reactive power. So it is going to deliver the real and reactive power to the grid. Suddenly let us take a condition of loss of excitation. It can be either due to the loss of the winding or short circuit of the winding, or suppose it can be due to the AC supply that can be cut to the exciter. Okay, so any of the condition, or might be poor brush contact in the field winding, because of that it can create a loss of excitation. Okay, any such case. Now here I have considered two cases. One is before the loss of excitation and another one is after the loss of excitation. So before the loss of excitation, so the generator is going to give the real and reactive power to the grid. So no problem at all. Now let us consider the case when it is going to deliver after loss of excitation. Suddenly if the loss of excitation is going to occur, then in that case the generator will be tripped from the grid. In that case what will happen when it is going to get tripped from the grid, the generator, that is your power input is intact but your external power output is cut off. In that case the generator will start running as your induction generator. It draws the reactive power from the grid. Before that it was feeding the reactive power to the grid. Now it is going to get the reactive power due to the loss of excitation from the grid. Now here you should consider two conditions, that is whether the grid is able to meet the reactive power fully or partially. Suppose if the grid is advanced with, it is able to meet the reactive power fully, then no problem at all. The generator will be feeding the real power and there will be no risk of stability because the grid is able to maintain this condition, this abnormal condition, right? Now if it is going to meet the condition partially, that means what will happen? So the grid is not having enough strength to support for the reactive power. In that case terminal voltage will get reduced due to the loss of excitation, because of which the current will increase. Of course the impedance will decrease and the power factor will get changed. Thus this loss of excitation is an important issue wherein initially we have to provide the alarm and finally we have to trip the circuit as soon as possible. Okay, because we cannot leave the circuit with the terminal voltage being going on reduced. So in this condition, so here this loss of excitation is going to be provided protection by the offset Moore relay. Okay, so we've already seen about the Moore relay, which is a distance type of relay, whereas when you say it as an offset relay, it is nothing but you are going to give some magnitude of your reactance as a offset, that is at xd dash by 2. Okay, initially if you could see before the loss of excitation, the curve was in the first, that is in your Rx diagram, the apparent impedance which is seen by the relay, it was in the first quadrant, but due to the loss of excitation the impedance have been reduced and it has been shifted to the fourth quadrant. Here also three cases have been studied. One is if the rated initial input, or it is going to be the medium input or the low initial input. As the voltage get reduced, you can see the time gets increased. Okay, so which might lead as a damage to your equipment. So this loss of excitation is an important criteria, so which has to be solved as soon as, or it has protection should be given as soon as possible. Thus this Rx diagram gives the locus of the apparent impedance which has been shifted to the fourth quadrant in case of the loss of excitation. So thus if at all a loss of excitation occurs, it draws a reactive power from the grid. If it is the grid is able to meet, no problem. If it is not able to meet, so this loss of excitation, it reduces the voltage, it reduces the impedance, so the characteristics get shifted to this. So you are going to give the protection by using the offset mode relay of xd dash by 2 with an angle of minus 90 degree. With this, I conclude today's session. In the next session, we will be seeing about the abnormal condition protection of loss of prime mover, how we are going to give the protection for the alternator. Thank you.